That is the fewest rushing attempts any NFL team has ever had in recorded history, which goes back 87 years. So, Domonique, how do we explain what happened to the Buccaneers and Tom Brady on Sunday night?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we all thought they would be getting better as the season goes on, but that game, maybe you could say it was just a fluke. It seemed like there were a lot of unlucky things that happened to them that made it even worse, but they just played really badly. And I understand why they didn't run the ball a lot, because they were down by 100 after the first quarter. So, like, that's not as much a concern as it is they need to figure out how to stop somebody. And it's not as if the Saints are some offensive juggernaut, or at least we don't think of them that way so far this season. So that defense is the reason why I like Tampa Bay, but they were the reason why a big reason why they lost last week.
Now, RC, we have made a big deal on this program of the last 2 days about the comments Bruce Arians has made, which seemed to be pointing a finger of blame at Tom Brady. He didn't say his name, but that certainly was the way that Marcus Spears took it on this show yesterday, and Jeff Saturday took it on this show yesterday. What do you make of what we can see of the relationship right now between the coach and the quarterback in Tampa?
I mean, after being on a team with BA and seeing the way that he was with Ben Roethlisberger, I think this is a total relationship thing. You know, even though Tom Brady has all the respect in the world for what he's done in his career, he didn't do those things for Bruce Arians. The Bruce Arians-Tom Brady relationship started at age 43. They haven't won 6 Super Bowls. They haven't been to 9. And so he's treating Tom Brady like he would treat any other quarterback that's his first-year quarterback. And so you're going to get these things from BA. BA is a tenured coach. BA is a coach with a lot of respect in this league. He doesn't feel like he has to walk around on eggshells and not say things that he wants to say. Now, I will say this. Back in the day, when he and Ben would go golf together and when they were homeboys that hung out in the offseason, he wouldn't do these things. He wouldn't treat Ben this way. He wouldn't get the opportunity to come out and say these things because he was just a little old offensive coordinator. That dynamic has changed. And so when he's speaking about Tom Brady, he's speaking about the game from his perspective. He's talking about a guy that plays quarterback for his team that he's actually not that close to. And I do believe there has to be, at least in some way, a power struggle in that building between the GOAT, the greatest of all time that played quarterback, and a coach that wants to coach his team and have his team a certain way. And I think sometimes we see the lack of relationship show up in Bruce Arians' comments about Tom Brady.
Now, Nick, in your notes, you said you think that this could actually wind up being Bruce Arians' best coaching moment of the season. Why?
Yeah, I don't think it's a mistake. I don't think it's emotional. It's happened too many times for me to think that it's just Bruce Arians trying to coach Tom Brady through the media. Bruce Arians is a smart man, and he's a veteran coach. He knows that if he wants to tell Tom Brady something, he can go talk to Tom Brady. I think this is about Tom Brady being the greatest of all time, about Tom Brady being a 6-time Super Bowl champ who is elevated above the rest of the team. And Bruce Arians is doing this. This is a performance by him to bring Tom Brady down to the level of the rest of his teammates, because I believe that division is dangerous when you have that there. So I think that Tom is comfortable with it. I think the players, it puts Tom on their level, and it makes for a better team, because you don't want to create that division where it's like Tom is here and the rest of you are down here. No one likes the teacher's pet. So Bruce Arians is doing Tom Brady a favor. He's doing this team a favor by, whenever he gets the opportunity, making sure that everybody on that team understands that Tom Brady is just like them. He's one of them, or he's trying to make them feel like he is as close to them as possible, because I think that is healthy for the culture of the team, much healthier than having Tom Brady just out there like, oh, he can do no evil, he's perfect, and the rest of you guys better figure it out.
I get it. So let's just make this as simple as we can. The Saints are now 6-2, and the Buccaneers are 6-3. New Orleans swept the season series. We had numbers from our analytics that said before that game, the Buccaneers had a 70% chance to win the division. Now the Saints have a 70% chance. Ryan Clark, who wins the NFC South?
To me, it's going to be the New Orleans Saints. And I picked the New Orleans Saints to win the NFC South in the beginning of the season because I thought they'd be better early. But they seem to be getting healthy. They seem to be getting more cohesiveness. And so I think the Saints finish out the season winning the South.
It's going to be fascinating to see. That game really flipped a lot of people's perspective. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.